Hello and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Verona the Imperial agent, here on the planet of Hutta. We are in Nemro the Hutt's town of Jaguna right now, on our way to fully assume our cover identity known as the Red Blade, and hand Nemro gifts to try and insinuate ourselves within his inner circle. Obviously in the previous mission we did receive some enhanced boots, or boots with better stats at least, which we'll put on. And before we get ourselves to Nemro's palace, we are going to go on our way to Jaguna spaceport to speak to Mex, the father who is trying to get his son out. Well, actually, I think Mex might be one of these spaceport agents. We need to speak to Gianna's husband though, concerning his son going to Korriban or not, to learn the ways of the Sith. Oh, hello. Weekly heroic missions. Now this is not normally here, but let's have a look. So there's 3 heroic missions we can do here on Hutta. We'll take them all. We may not do them just yet. Oh. One thing they've changed about this expansion, you can now... they give you kind of a heroic transport to take you to where the heroics are being... or where the heroics are set up. Interesting. We won't be doing them just yet, we'll probably do them later on, maybe between level 8 and 9. Or maybe just when we hit level 10 and have actually equipped ourselves accordingly with our adaptable armor. But it's good to know they're available. And rather than having to travel directly there, we can use those heroic transports. And it saves us from basically using our legs all the time.
You're the one Gianna recruited to rescue her son. She said you were on your way. Look, I'll point out her husband, but that's it. He seems jumpy, and I'm not risking my neck.
You're off the hook. Just don't get in my way.
I appreciate it, I really do. Hey, Kendrell, somebody wants to talk to you.
Do I know you? What do you want with me?
Do exactly what I say, or you're dead.
Wait, what's all this about? You can't just come here and threat... My wife sent you, didn't she? My wife is so determined for our son to become Sith that she hires a bully to threaten me. I was once an acolyte at the Academy on Korriban. There's no failure at the Sith Academy. Those who can't cut it die. I got wise and fled before they could kill me, and I'll die before I see my son eaten alive by those Sith dogs. Let me take my son and flee. Tell my wife that you persuaded me, and we took the shuttle to Korriban. She won't know any different.
Now this may be one of the first choices you get, where you can choose a dark side or light side alignment option. Now, if I scroll over these, it will tell you what they affect, basically, if I'm getting some dark side points or light side points. There is an option in the preferences bar to show it at the end of the options here, but I'm not really interested in what is a dark side and light side option normally anyway. I just want to choose what's best for the Empire as my character would desire, basically. As I say, I may make some choices differently in the future, but at this point in time, Kendrell's son is going to Korriban.
Your son's going to Korriban, and there's nothing you can do to change that.
Damn it all.
Dad! One day you'll thank me for this. I'll go home now.
That was... never mind. Not my business.
That's right, it wasn't your business. Let's get ourselves back over to the Poison Pit Cantina. As I'll use my rocket booster to get us there a little bit quicker. I think I have unlocked level 1 speeders, so I could, between this video and the next one, choose a speeder to wear, to equip ourselves with, basically. Not to wear. Oh, hello. Some blue gear. What is that? Oh, it's a companion gift. Interesting. Oh. Didn't realize random mobs would drop companion gifts this early on.
Thank you for returning my son to me. I don't know what became of my husband and I don't much care. Soon Ziam will be on the shuttle to Korriban. You did what was needed.
I am deadly and charming.
Here's your reward, as promised. Ziam may hate me for getting his father killed, but I hear hate and grief make for a fine Sith.
Some more experience, some dark side points of course, and common data crystals. These used to be known as basic commendations. You can exchange them for gear upgrades and other special items, as it tells you on the tooltip there. There are better data crystals, I think glowing and radiant, which are blue and purple accordingly. We're going to be trying to save these up, especially for kind of 60 plus. Well, level 60 plus I should say. Because I think for Valakar, my bounty hunt, I just recently spent about 1200 or so. Gearing myself up to a reasonable amount, I think. So yeah, we're going to need to try and save them, and I think the maximum you can have is 1000 on your person at one time. What? Let us be on our way to go speak to Nemro now. Obviously there is a marketplace there where you can speak to various vendors. Actually, there might be one for a better weapon. I normally send myself like level 1 to level 10 like green and blue items to equip as I'm leveling up. I didn't bother for this video. Let's have a look here. We need vendors. Medium armor. Weapons vendor. Specialty goods. We need a weapons vendor. Various blaster rifles. This one has tech power. This one has mastery and endurance. So we want this one. This will sell all our miscellaneous goods. And is there one for level 5 that I can buy? There is. It's not as good as the one we're wearing though. Well, the one we're gonna be wearing. I think with the recent change they haven't... I don't know, it's... gives slightly more maximum and minimum damage, but they haven't statted it accordingly. Yeah. They're gonna be making patches for the next few weeks, I think, just to make sure everything's correct once again. So, welcome to Nemro's palace. I think there is someone here we can speak to before we go see Nemro. Actually, we can scroll out on this map. There you go. Yeah, Lynn here.
Hello there, my pretty friend. Don't say anything yet. Act casual. We're old friends who met by chance. Catching up. A mutual friend thinks it's important that you acquire some new skills and weaponry. I've arranged a contact in Jaguna to get you started. Now pretend we're all caught up and leave. Casually.
Now I remember why we haven't talked for so long. You're a complete witch.
Watch your mouth, Blade. Even you can be gotten to.
Report to your new friend. Indeed, yes, that's a contact who tells us to speak to a NPC who would normally be our class trainer. We can go speak to them, but we normally don't need to because we have the Hutt Hollow statue here. When I enter these little barriers, I'm entering a personal or a group phase. Unless someone's in my party and has permission, I'm the only one who can come in here. Likewise for other Imperial agents, so they're basically... we're not all crowding the same room for our personal storylines.
The pirate's on her way. Security droids say she's armed, but she won't be trouble.
Let's hope not. Here she is now.
I'll go tell the boss.
This is Carol's. Tell the throne room that the blades arrived. When Nemro shows, stay at least 5 meters back and don't come up unless you're called. One wrong move, and you're a pile of ash.
You worried I'm gonna cause trouble?
Just going over the rules. You've got a reputation, and we don't want any problems. Allow me to present Nemro the Hutt, the illustrious crime king of Jaguna.
Kutsinanchie Jatomi Ma Techu. Gadwachi Nekoiga, Anulio Opa Kisa Spina Perupa. Dodi Buna Buna, Manchi Kabog Nonis Nemo.
Trinkets, Great Nemro. Nothing more.
Kavadompa Stupa, Makin Salika.
Not bad. Nemro, the idols here are real orodium. The cloth looks like...
Manama Asha Picho. Kipuna Malituta Odmishka Kabano Tasema. Ki Ubaki Wata Bangi Danko Batoga Wata.
We have business to discuss.
Kunchuta Kasu Yali Koira Tokanti Kong.
Of course, mighty Nemro.
Ye Gubajiji Gorting Noli Makichisa.
Kikuna mo, uban chone alipa, istin koto.
Kunchuta Kasu Yali Koira Tokanti Kong.
Looks like your audience with Nemro is over. You'll have to forgive the interruption. I've been working for that Hutt since he killed my gang when I was 13. Trust me, you can't talk to him when he's like this.
What's all this about Fathra?
We're having trouble with the Fathra clan, and it's getting to all of us. Fathra's out of line, but the Hutt cartel hasn't bothered to interfere.
So it's a business dispute. What are you feuding over?
Everything. The mines, the factories, the slaving operations. Now look, I need to work up new plans with security, and keep an eye on Tathlosian to keep him from suggesting anything stupid. In the meantime, you're a guest, and you've got our permission to do business here. You got the run of the palace, so I'll see you around.
Aye. Go to the palace suite. We can do that. So yeah, that was Nemro the Hutt. The Hutt cartel is basically the entire, well, most of the Hutts in a giant conglomerate, a giant gang itself. But of course, like any gang, there's kind of smaller wars between them, like little personal feuds and factions where they try to get one up over themselves. As long as they don't do anything outrageous, they can do what they like, basically. And of course, Nemro has hidden surveillance devices which we need to disable. various things we need to explore now. Listening devices. Desk lamp was one of them. So it was the chess table. I'm sure this is the last one, the wardrobe. No? Oh. Aha. The stout liquor bottle. Maybe? Aha, excellent. All listening devices are disabled.
Well done, Agent. The listening device is working perfectly, and Nemro can keep no more secrets from us. Imperial intelligence has determined that Nemro's human lieutenant, Javis, is the weak link in his operation. You're going to twist the man until he serves us.
I don't see it. He didn't seem particularly disloyal.
Carlos has advised the Hutt for many years, and he's sympathetic towards the Empire. He admires our efficiency, and he prefers humans in authority. He'll do for our purposes. Unfortunately, Carlos is on the verge of disfavor with Nemro, while the Twi'lek Lieutenant Taflajan, I believe, is Nemro's rising star. I want you to go to Carol's and offer your services as the Red Blade. Do whatever is required to bring Carol's glory in Nemro's eyes.
What does Nemro have against Carol's?
Carol's work has been suffering due to the interference of the Fothra clan. Nemro finds that an unacceptable excuse for failure. One other thing, Agent. This operation of ours has drawn the attention of a member of the Dark Council, Darth Javis himself. The Council's authority is second only to that of the Emperor. It's a rare honor for an intelligence operation to be overseen in this way.
With all due respect, what does the Dark Council care about Hutta? This operation isn't exactly a threat to the Sith.
I don't know why Lord Javis is interested, nor is it our concern. The Sith aren't obligated to share their reasons. Report back once you've rendered whatever aid Carol's requires. Keep her out.
There we are. Hey, we've gained a title of Agent, if we so wished. And we were provided with a new blaster rifle, which is exactly the same as the one I just previously purchased. So be it. Let us go back and speak to Carol's Javis once. Javis?
Telling you, baby, I'm big time. Moving up, climbing the ladder.
Uh-huh.
Soon as Nemro hears how I've been cracking skulls in the rust yards, I'll be in there. He'll probably make me a lieutenant.
Uh-huh.
I'll have more credits than I know what to do with. Jewelry, dresses, speeders, whatever you want, baby.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't seem to care. Yeah, we'll go see Carol's and see what he has to say. Actually, we leveled up, didn't we? Corrosive Dart. Fires a dart at a target that deals 141 internal poison damage over 18 seconds.
Don't be in such a hurry, Blade. Don't you remember me? Your old buddy, Dino Ray? I don't think you looked this good when we met up on Hoth. Or so girly. But you couldn't be an imposter, you know your friend Dino.
Of course I remember you, Dino. How long it's been.
Little too long, it seems. Turns out we got a problem. You see, you don't look like the Blade I know. The Blade who owes me credits. But you say you're the Blade, my pretty lady friend. So I'll take you at your word and ask for my money. You understand?
Maybe we can deal. How much money are we talking about?
Let's see, I could factor in interest, what you did to my ship, but that's not how pals do things. Yeah, I don't know where the real Blade is, and I don't care. But if you want me to keep your secret, I'll need enough credits to keep me comfortable.
I don't have a choice.
I can't let you talk.
Is that so? Well, let's see what you can do, Blade.
Yeah, you're not surviving this encounter. I could have given him credits, but I also didn't trust him not to spill my secret once I had done so. So we had to silence him.
Blade, come on over. Glad to see you're enjoying the palace. Look, I've only got 5 minutes before I have to go meet with some alien freaks, and I want to ask you something. You've been around the galaxy a few times. What's it like dealing with the Empire?
Mind if I ask why you want to know?
You're one of the last real independents. I admire you for that, but your kind is dying out. The Hutts have taken control of the gangs, and I think real soon the Republic and Empire will want control of the Hutts, even if Nemro won't believe it. So, if we gotta pick a side, I want to pick a winner, and I don't see the Empire losing.
Sounds reasonable, but what are you going to do about it?
For starters, I make sure I'm not being stupid. There's more on the line than business. My sons are free traders. They're doing business in the Sullus system. It's their first time dealing with the Empire, so I worry. I probably shouldn't. But you came to me for a reason. What can I do for you, Blade?
Word is that you're on the outs with your boss. Is it true?
Nemro's been stewing in his slime since we lost a shipment of rare ores in the Evokai lands. He blames me for some reason. Now the Evokai, they're Hutta natives from before the cartel came. They mostly want us dead. If you get that shipment back, I'll pay you good.
All right. I'm interested.
And maybe we both come out ahead. There's a work camp outside Jaguna. Nemro set it up for some Evokai who wanted peace. Bad deal. Poor rubes. The chief there, Odef, was supposed to talk to the other Evokai tribes about returning the ore, but he didn't come through. He knows something, though. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment to keep. But I look forward to seeing if the Red Blade's as good as they say.
Okay, so we need to go speak to the Evokai Odef. See, does someone wants to speak to us here first? Morsel. See a Wookiee playing with a droid. I wonder who was winning that game as Sabak.
You? Yes? Oh, yes! Oh, saved, of course! Nemro the Bounteous takes me from the swamp, yes? He gives me a new name, new job. He makes me Morsel, the administrator. Nemro orders me to keep work camp enforcers in line, but they hired to bully Evokai. They laugh at me.
We talking about gunplay, or just a stern talking to?
Enforcers hard to hire, harder to keep, so they think they can do as they please, but we can't kill them. Go to work camp, wave your gun in Chief Enforcer's face, make him see Morsel no one to laugh at, and I have stack of credits for you.
So this is an Evokai, actually. The Hutta natives, as Carols was calling them, before the Hutt cartel came over and took Hutta for their own. Oh, a law object. Telling us about Togruta, which is actually what this female's race actually is. It's actually become a new playable class. If you haven't seen my Sith Warrior campaign, I'm playing as one. The downside playing as a Togruta is you can't wear headgear. It's automatically hidden because of the Montrals, which is kind of like their tentacles that come off their heads and obviously down their back slightly. But they come in various colours, similar to Twi'leks actually. But I think this is a good point to end this video. When we come back, we're gonna leave the palace. Obviously, we have someone to speak to in the marketplace, and then we're gonna head out of the city itself and head to a kind of work camp. Obviously, we can speak to Odef and the chief enforcer of the camp itself on behalf of Morsel here. So yeah, feel free to comment as always if you so desire. This of course has been AnthWolf for Star Wars The Old Republic, and I will see you for more in the next video. Until then, Bye bye now.